Let's talk about making a better version of you, making a better quality of life for you, making you have a better opinion of yourself. I'm Dan Wentz from Success Gym. I'm a mental health trainer, and today I'm going to talk to you about anxiety. Why anxiety? Well, anxiety is a big thing and it affects a lot of people. I would argue it is in part of all of our lives, every single person. I was listening to a friend talking about his staff. One of his staff is off work because of anxiety issues. I've also got a vested interest in a close person who's knows somebody that has really quite severe anxiety issues, and it does affect their lives. So it's a really important topic. It's something we're going to get through today, and I want to first of all just debunk a myth around anxiety. I believe it's not an illness. So a lot of us with anxiety, what do? We go to the doctors. And the irony is that a lot of people with anxiety know that going to the doctor isn't the best thing for them, but it's a release. And the problem with going to the doctors is twofold. One, it's not a medical condition. The doctors aren't trained properly to help you with your anxiety. They would have to do another 6 or 7 years training to become a psychiatrist to deal with mental health issues. Two, what they will probably do is refer you to a counsellor, which may take anywhere between 8 and 12 weeks. And that in itself is anxiety creating. So, what do I mean when I say anxiety isn't an illness? It's an emotion, it's a feeling. We shouldn't hide from our emotions. We should, in fact, I believe, lean into our emotions. So if the first thing you can do with an anxious thought is change it from being a shouty voice in your head, a scary, fearful place to be, to being a friend, a thought, a feeling, an emotion that you can lean into and listen to. Because all of our emotions are there to help us, guide us in some form or another. The problem comes when those anxiety thoughts, feelings, emotions, behaviours become exaggerated. And when they become exaggerated, it can become debilitating. So anxiety on a level of, I need to check my keys, that I've got them before I leave the house and I close the door, is serving us. It's good to have a little bit of anxiety. We all need that. On a Thursday when the bins come, you know, to have a little bit of anxiety about, I need to take the bins out so that the bin men get my bins and they'll be clean for the next week, is a good thing. So we as a culture, as a society, and you, more importantly, if anxiety maybe for you is something that is got to a place where it's not serving you, what you need to do is befriend those thoughts, those feelings, that anxiety, and listen to it and think. This is the second part. The first part is befriend and almost welcome the anxious thoughts. Because most people with anxiety, when asked, what are you feeling anxious about? What they will say is, I'm anxious about feeling anxious. So if you can eradicate that, that's the first step. The second step is to listen to your captain, your conscious mind, your conscious thoughts. That your conscious part of your brain is your captain, and your captain will work a lot better if those anxiety, emotions, feelings, thoughts are raised and high and at a shouty level. And by reducing the level of the anxiety, of the volume of the nerves and the feelings and thoughts that are going through your head, once they're befriended and you look on them as a positive part of your being, their overriding thought will be less shouty, and that's when your conscious mind will be able to think, okay, logically, what is the subconscious part, the shouty part of my feelings doing here? And your conscious mind can go, right, logically I can do X, Y, Z. And then you can start to go forward and build on your self-worth, because once you start to make steps to get over the severity of your anxiousness, you will feel better and do better and become a better you. And that's what it's all about. So, anxiety, befriend it, work out what you need to do with it, and then practice it. Keep practicing it. And be kind to yourself. I want to leave you with this because this is really important. Be kind to yourself. All of those anxiety thoughts, more often than not, come from our childhood, from being told this, do that way, that, do the other way, you're not doing this right, you should be doing it this way. And sometimes they have stayed with us and they don't serve us as adults. And sometimes they were completely wrong in the first place. So just be kind to yourself. You know, we all have a tendency to listen to other negativity that comes from outside sources. But more often than not, most of us are less kind to ourselves internally. So be kind, be patient, and you will get through it. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.